What's good, y'all? It's your boy Ye, and we are back in here with another YouTube video. Today, I'm gonna give my review and thoughts on what's going on in the world regarding the whole Charlie Kirk situation. If you don't know me, I was on Love Island Season 1 on Netflix's version of Temptation Island, which came out actually maybe 6 months ago. And I'm also a social media coach and mentor. I help people grow their following, get brand deals, monetize their social media, everything of that nature. So let's get into the video. Let's roll the intro.
What's the deal, y'all? It's your boy Ye. We back in here with another YouTube video.
A black stallion, a hurricane.
They can't stop what's coming, Ye.
A hurricane.
Huh? You can, what? I ain't got time for bad energy.
No.
Yo, hey. Right now.
We're gonna give you everything you need right here. Also, y'all, before we get started, remember we are giving $1,000 away for one of our first 5,000 subs. We're at about maybe 4,100, 4,200, something like that. So we're getting close to 5,000. Make sure you subscribe for a chance to win $1,000, all right? So if you don't know, which I'm sure everybody in the world's gotta know right now, Charlie Kirk has been assassinated at a university in Utah while he was speaking. And you guys, we are in an assassination culture now, where, I mean, we got shootings and attempted assassinations, or it looks like, you know, full-blown people completing an assassination taking place. So you guys, I'm gonna basically just give my thoughts and reviews and just kind of updates on everything that's happened regarding the whole Charlie Kirk situation. So first off, if you don't know, Charlie Kirk has been assassinated a few days ago. He was speaking at the University of Utah, and mid-speech, and I think he was responding to a comment actually about gun violence, and instantly just got sniped. If you've seen the video is extremely graphic, extremely crazy just to see something like that happen. It's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world right now. 24/7, it seems like there's always something wild happening. Whether you may feel good about it, someone may feel bad about it, it may strike you as something positive, it may strike you, whatever the case, it's always something just on one side of the spectrum, something extreme happening all the time in the world, in America. That's just where we're at, right? So one of the first things I want to talk about, you guys, there was a clip where TMZ was live streaming. I guess they live stream now. I don't know what they're even live streaming, but the head guy of TMZ was live streaming. Like I said, I don't know why he's live streaming. And midstream in another room, I think they have a newsroom where they're like doing newscasting, something of that nature. And when Trump announced that Charlie Kirk had been assassinated, you can hear cheers in the background, people just going crazy, people just exploding, cheering, going crazy. And then you can see people that were on the live stream that were maybe around them kind of sprint or speed to the back to try to tell people, hey, like, we're streaming right now. Like, we can't be cheering X, Y, and Z. Anyways, later on, TMZ then comes out while they're streaming to apologize for the cheering and says that the cheering was not for Charlie Kirk's assassination. The cheering was for a high-speed chase. And then if you look at the high-speed chase, he didn't lie, because they were watching a high-speed chase, but while they were watching a high-speed chase, that's when they announced it and then they cheered. Anyways, TMZ is trying to walk it back and apologize, and TMZ is basically getting TMZ. So what they typically do to people, catch people, oh, what'd you think about this? And oh, why'd you say that? That's what's happening to them in real time, right? So you can feel how you want to feel about that, whether you agree with them, disagree with them, that's on y'all, I don't know. But that's just funny to see that TMZ is getting TMZ by themselves. Crazy. And then also, if y'all have been keeping up with everything, there was like a 2-day or like 3-day manhunt where they just couldn't find the shooter, all right? First they said the shooter was 25 years old, and then next thing you know, they captured some old dude. I'm like, didn't y'all say he was 25? And then they are saying he's wearing a specific outfit, and they captured some other dude in a specific outfit. Anyways, they couldn't find the shooter. It took about 3 days, and they didn't even find the shooter. The way they got told about the shooter, if they wouldn't have been alerted to who the shooter was, I don't think the FBI would have caught who it is, right? So what happened was the actual shooter, whose name is Tyler Robinson, so they have found him, but they didn't find him, right? They didn't find him. They didn't know what they was doing. Tyler Robinson, who was the actual shooter, went to his father, right? 3 days after the shooting, which, all right, like, this is just, if you're gonna commit a crime and like an assassination, like, wouldn't you have like a flee the country type of deal going. Like, I mean, I don't know, I'm not an assassin, I don't be deleting people. I don't know, I'm an upstanding citizen, you know, I'm just law abiding, you know. But if you were to delete someone, especially a prominent figure, right? Someone that's extremely well known for whatever their views are at a big rally or during a big speech, wouldn't you kind of have preparations to flee the country right away? But anyways, this dude assassinates Charlie Kirk and then goes to his father 3 days later. He had a 3-day head start on the FBI. 3 days later, goes and tells his father, hey, I'm the one that assassinated Charlie Kirk. And then what the father does is turns him in to the FBI, right? Now, I don't know, y'all can drop a comment below. Do you think his father should have turned him in? Do you think his father should not have turned him in? Y'all can drop a comment on that. I know that's gotta be heart-wrenching and like gut-wrenching for the father to have to turn, like imagine having to turn your own son in to the FBI, finding out your son is deleting people, whatever the case may be, right? Like all of it's gotta be heartbreaking as hell for the pops, right? So about the shooter, right? So Tyler Robinson was a student, was he a student at, I don't know if he was a student at that specific school, but he was a student at one of the Utah universities. And I guess supposedly prior when he was coming out of high school, he was someone that donated to the Trump administration, donated to Trump in the past, but then he also donated to a Democratic cause or agency as well in the past too. So on social media and all the news outlets, they're all trying to point the finger at who he aligns with. Right? They're trying to say, no, he aligns with the left. The left saying, no, he aligns with the right. The right saying, no, he aligns with the left. I mean, I don't know who he aligns with. I really don't know what the hell, right? But it's just crazy to see them both pointing the finger at who he aligns with, what he aligns with. They're trying to pull up all his tweets or anything he's done in the past and trying to figure out, you know, where his alignment could be. And I guess his motivations, I guess, there will be a lot of people motivated based on someone's rhetoric. So also, you guys, the governor of Utah was thankful for the family of Tyler Robinson for turning him in, right? But then he also said he was praying and hoping that it wasn't one of us that committed this crime, that committed the assassination. Now, one of us, I don't know what that means, Utah Ian or whatever side of the political spectrum he's on, you know, or is it a skin tone link? I don't know, right? Y'all can drop a comment below. Tell me what you think. I'm not sure. But all in all, in terms of what I think about Tyler Robinson, I was also reading some stuff that was saying he, I guess, was a little bit on the spectrum in terms of maybe being autistic or something of that nature. And there are some people saying that they believe he could be very easily influenced and, you know, having these drastic changes of thought or changes of heart on who he is, how he identifies, everything of that nature, because they were trying to draw from how he was when he was younger. Prior to college, he seemed to be more of a person that was on the right side. And then after college, he seems, or during college, he seems to be someone that's more on the left side, I guess, because he was a roommate with a transgender person. I don't know, you guys, all this stuff is crazy. I'm gonna actually read a little bit of what CNN was saying about Tyler Robinson and everything. So growing up in Utah suburb, Tyler Robinson seemed to be on a promising path. He had a close-knit family, scored well on standardized tests, and earned a 4.0 GPA, according to social media posts. After graduating high school in 2021, he filmed a video proudly reciting a letter from Utah State University offering him a 4-year merit scholarship. Shout out to him for that, right? That's big time. Scholarship, academics, those are hard to get now. But Robinson left the state school after just a semester, taking a leave of absence and never returning. Now authorities are working to understand what happened in the intervening years that led Robinson to the rooftop where he allegedly gunned down conservative activist Charlie Kirk this week. The brazen murder, the latest in a string of attempted and successful assassinations of political leaders in recent years, has led to anguish across America's political spectrum. While police are still investigating the killing, authorities have pointed to what they described as anti-fascist messages engraved on bullet casings in a rifle found near the deadly shooting as potential evidence of a political motive. One bullet was inscribed with "Hey fascists, catch." A message that Utah Governor Spencer Cox said Friday speaks for itself. A family member of Robinson's told investigators that the suspected shooter had become more political in recent years, and in particular had lashed out at Kirk at a recent family dinner. But the messages on the bullet casings also included a mix of memes and allusions to video games, suggesting deep immersion in an irony-soaked online world where meanings can be difficult to precisely decipher. Basically, They don't know what some of the messages were on the bullets. Those messages included a series of arrows representing the controls used to carry out an attack in the video game. They talking about some video game stuff. People who knew Robinson described differing memories of his political leanings. An electrician who worked with Robinson on a job just a few weeks ago and asked not to be named, like others who spoke about Robinson due to the sensitivity of the situation, described his colleague as a shy presence who wasn't talkative unless he was spoken to. Robinson didn't talk political really, unless someone brought it up, the electrician said. He wasn't too fond of Trump or Charlie. But several years ago in high school, Robinson, like his family, was politically conservative and supported Donald Trump ahead of the 2020 election. That's where they're trying to figure out, is he left, is he right? He was left, now he's right, he was right, now he's left, X, Y, and Z. Someone says, when I knew him and his family, they were like diehard Trump. When this happened, I was like, I don't know what changed. There's a little bit of background on Tyler Robinson. The next thing I want to talk about, you guys, so y'all, on social media, people's reactions are extremely volatile for this situation. You have a large group of people that are extremely saddened by what happened and asking for there to be sympathy and compassion and empathy for the situation. And then there's also a large group of people that are celebrating and full-blown cheering and making happy posts that this happened as well. This is just showing how strongly divided America is. In America, we've always been divided, right? It's always been a country where it's just, we've been built on division, basically, right? Like, we was founded on divisive stuff, divisive culture, and doing divisive crap 24/7. But the social, I'm sure y'all are seeing it. The social media posts are everywhere. And it seems like people that are posting things that are kind of in the middle, they're getting shamed by either side for being in the middle. Basically, it's kind of like everyone has to pick a side when it comes to this situation, right? If you speak up on it, there's gonna be someone that hates you, whether they agree or disagree, whether on if you're happy it happened, if you're sad it happened. They're gonna get shamed. If you don't speak on it or speak on something, they're gonna get shamed for not speaking on something, right? And not standing for something or not picking a side or whatever the case. Anyways, you guys, America is at a boiling point, and I don't think since I've been alive, I'm 30 years old, about to be 31, you feel me, birthday coming up, if you wanna, hook your boy up, right? But since I've been alive, I don't think we've ever been at such a boiling point on Americans versus Americans, right? It seems like we are really at the tipping point where people are ready to cut off their family members. It seems like people are ready for civil war, honestly, in 2025, right? All in all, y'all, I want everybody to be peaceful, right? I want us to be able to talk about things, have discussions, and I just want us to be a more peaceful culture. And what's crazy is we've never been founded on peace. I've been founded on deletion, assassination, and enslaving people, and all types of we wild country. Anyways. And what also fanned the flame a little bit was when Trump announced this, instead of kind of just remaining neutral, Trump did decide to point fingers at the left and be like, hey, it was a leftist, this is the work of the leftist, X, Y, and Z, which that just further exacerbates division of the country. And whether you're a Trump fan, not a Trump fan, that's for you, right? You could drop a comment, whatever. But that further just pushes people further apart and just angles America more at odds and more of a let's get ready for war with each other type of vibe and ambiance. So all in all, my conspiracy theory on this, right? Was this a hired hit? Was this just a kid acting on his own? Was this a specific government group or specific group or agency? You guys, I'm not gonna lie, I have no clue. But stay safe out here, you guys. America we're at a point where, honestly, no matter what your opinion is, right? Not even having to do with this, right? Just with any situation in the world, no matter what your opinion is, people are ready to delete you for it, right? People are ready to delete you if they disagree with you. And that could be on any subject, really. So I don't know, you guys. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. We're in a crazy, crazy, crazy point in America right now. Assassination attempts and successful assassinations left and right. It's just where we at, So drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. Also, if you're looking to level up your social media, if you're looking to gain a following, get brand deals, you wanna get on reality TV, you wanna monetize social media like your boy, turn your social media to a 6-figure business, I do have a social media course and mentorship program where you can work directly with me. All you have to do is go to my Instagram, DM me the word creator, and let's see if you're a good fit, get you on the phone with someone on my team, and see if you're a good fit for the course, for the program. And don't forget, like not live, we're not live streaming. like the video before you head out. Take a second, like the video. Thank you. Subscribe. Thank you. You may win $1,000 for that subscription right there. All right. If you didn't subscribe, subscribe. All right. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one. All right, y'all.